Hello everybody, welcome to the MerlinCast. I've got some wonderful guests here with me again. Of course, I've got Clockwork.
Hello.
Got Tiefling over here. Waving. And I've got Troll, of course, a long-time part of Merlin the Mighty. And behind us, our cameraman is Base Xevrix. Hey, hello, Base.
Hi.
Hey. Now, I never know what they're going to bring me because I haven't gotten to the point where I've, investigated anything.
That time will come.
That time will come, and don't worry, it will come. But right now, since we're still fresh, New Year hasn't started yet, I'll see what people want to talk about. And first, we're going to start with Clockwork. All I know about what you want to talk about is Scooby-Doo. And
I want to talk about this.
tell me, what do you want to talk about with Scooby-Doo?
Do you guys know how long it's been on the air?
Yes.
Too long.
Off and on for a long time.
At least several decades.
40?
That's the
70s?
That's the 60s?
Late 60s, yeah.
Late 60s?
69. Like,
There have been
what?
9 or 10 iterations at this point, haven't there?
Including Scrappy-Doo.
Okay, Scrappy-Doo isn't his own iteration. He's the character that ruined
Actually,
the
there
show.
were 3 individual iterations revolving around just Scooby-Doo and Scrappy-Doo.
Okay.
Really?
Yes.
Yes.
What were they?
Basically, Scooby-Doo and Scrappy-Doo, the new Scooby-Doo and Scrappy-Doo show, and...
A pup named Scooby-Doo.
That wasn't
named
revolved.
Scooby-Doo
That didn't
had
revolve
nothing
around
to do with
Scrappy-Doo.
Scrappy-Doo was
Scrappy-Doo
not alive
was
at
in-
that point.
They joked
No,
around
no,
about
that's
how
right.
they couldn't mention him, and that was like... A Pup Named Scooby-Doo was when they started to turn it around in the late 80s, and that was
Pup
like...
Named Scooby-Doo might be my favorite version of that show. Closely followed by Mystery Incorporated.
Really?
I like the
Not the
original.
original?
No.
I like the originals, and my favorite Scooby-Doo thing ever is actually Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. That movie
Oh my
was
God,
just
yeah.
awesome. Had great music, had great plot, had great
A pup named
everything.
Scooby-Doo had a character named Red Herring that they
I know.
always thought did it.
No, there was one episode where, well, first of all, the only one who ever thought he did it was Fred.
Fred.
Except for the one episode where he did do it.
Well, that's kind of brilliant. But Clockwork, getting back on track, what do you want to talk about with Scooby-Doo specifically?
I just finished watching through Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated.
Okay.
Not the most recent iteration of it, but
But
the
the
one
one right
before
before.
that. The one that was being made from 2010 to
Troll, I think
2013.
you showed me a couple episodes. of
I
the show.
watched all of them.
Yeah, it was a
That
good
show
one.
is so good.
It blew me away by the fact that it's not a Monster of the Week show. Literally, the creators of the Monster of the Week show started having it like an ongoing, interesting plot line that carried over like 2 26-episode seasons.
Well, it's been like 4 decades. You figure they have to like try something new eventually.
True.
But
They did
they
a really good
didn't.
job.
They didn't up until now. It took them more than 4 decades to try something new.
And when they did it well.
It was very well. I have one caveat with that one. For some reason, with a lot of the newer ones, they have the desire to A, get Shaggy and Scooby together. Not Shaggy and Scooby. Shaggy and Velma together. And B, split them up.
Like, together I'm good with, but...
Like, they get together,
Do
then
it.
they come up with a really weird and contrived reason to split them up. There was like a live-action Cartoon Network show where, for no reason, they got together. Like, and then they kiss and it's like, no, we're not into each other. And they're just not into each other. I'm like,
Kind of pointless.
Shit
Yeah.
happens.
He's just
Hey, you
way
know what?
too into his dog.
Maybe
He's way too into drugs.
maybe it's adding
Okay.
another element of realism, perhaps.
that didn't seem very realistic the way they handled it. I'm sorry. And then Scooby later on found himself a girlfriend and just went off and ignored Shaggy. I'm like, well, what did?
Yeah, no, and then like
Didn't Scooby break them up? In that
Sort
show?
of. Like, Scooby was like, no, I want you to hang out with me more often. Velma was like, I want you to hang out with me more often. Shaggy's like, I just want to hang out, man.
but in Mystery Incorporated, Velma keeps complaining about it. He picked
Long
me over
afterwards.
the dog.
Long afterwards. She never lets go. Like, she becomes, for some reason, they turned Velma really bitter in that one.
She's such a bitch in that one. And then like they go to an alternate reality at the very end
Yeah.
of the series,
Where
and
none of the supernatural shit ever happened in town.
yeah, and she's a lesbian.
Wait.
I remember that part.
They set her up as being in a relationship with hot dog
with
water.
hot dog water.
I didn't
Yeah.
like that.
There's
Well,
also
there's
a
always been a
character
joke of her
named
being-
Hot Dog Water.
Yeah.
True.
Could you explain that to me?
Yes.
That's her nickname because she smells like hot dog water. Because her dad makes hot dogs.
No, her dad's a carny who
Yeah,
uses the hot dog water. He like recycles it and uses it for their showers and their laundry.
So she smells
That's just
like hot dog.
unfortunate.
It is.
It's a very mean nickname. All right.
I really loved how the first episode, the first bad guy was the daughter of the creeper.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's amazing. I really appreciate it because I'm a huge fan of Scooby. Like me and my brother, like we got some for my nieces and nephews. Then we're like, no, we want these too. So we just got a bunch of them for ourselves. And we have all of like the 13 Ghosts of Scooby Doo, a bunch of like the DVD movies.
Vincent Van Gogh.
Vincent Van Gogh.
Yes.
Does
And
anyone
Flim
else remember Scooby-Doo Meets the Boo Brothers?
Yes.
Yes.
Great
No
movie.
idea.
Great movie.
Scooby-Doo Meets the Boo Brothers it's Scooby and Shaggy, and for some reason Shaggy wears a red shirt in this.
he wears a red shirt in
and
several of the
He
movies.
wears a red shirt in a bunch of the.
I think that's how they let you know that
Yeah.
they did not give a shit when they made that movie.
He also wears.
Because no, they go down to this fucking it was like what his ancestral
It's been,
Louisiana
it's been forever
home or
since I've fucking seen it.
He goes down to the deep south to like some like
the
old
bayou.
yeah down into the bayou to like some Confederate general's house.
I believe.
His
like-
uncle left him or something.
Yeah, his like uncle, his like great uncle or some shit like that left him, and this whole time he's being like haunted by like the typical like guy in a mask pretending to be a ghost or some shit.
Naturally.
But then there's also like 3 actual ghosts who are basically just rip off like Marx
Casper.
Brothers like
Only Casper 3 basically.
yeah typical like Three Stooges like
They,
ghost
they
shit.
really feel like they might have had their own short skits
Like-
back in the day that I don't
Like
know.
that's nothing. Do you see the weird movie where Shaggy was a race car driver and also a werewolf?
Yes.
Shaggy was a
Yes, he was a race car driver, but then he went out at night and got attacked, and then was a werewolf.
So
So Shaggy was the monster.
And that one,
Come in last.
and not only did he have a red shirt in those two, but he also had a red shirt in the 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo. So I think that's like a weird reality schism, like an alternate thing. Like
It's a different reality where Shaggy wears
a red shirt.
Like there was the one where they went to the
Like-
monster school.
Yeah, that's the same one. He wore a red shirt in that one
Yeah.
Oh
too.
yeah, Ghoul School.
Ghoul School.
Yeah,
Something
Ghoul
to
School.
contribute, base?
I like to think that red shirt Shaggy is actually the virtual Shaggy from the Cyber Chase movie.
So it's DLC.
So the cyber chase, well, because you know what happens, and
That's why you
It's
can't
video
take the
game
companions
DLC.
along with you.
That means Shaggy's the main character.
But in the 13, well, yeah.
Which means
But in the 13 Ghosts of
so
Scooby-Doo,
Shaggy is Abed. And
Troy and Ovid in the ward.
But the 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo is obviously when Shaggy stole Daphne away from Fred, and they went off and adopted a small Mexican boy, and went after the 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo. So is that all like some weird is Velma writing stories like these are getting boring? Need to shake things up. So when she makes the game, she decides to make.
oh come on, you
suits
really think
from
that
the other-
relationship would last?
compared to her and Fred?
Yeah. There's no way her parents would approve of Shaggy.
That's why. She runs off the stoner.
I love the fact that Shaggy is rich as fuck in
In the red shirt timeline?
No, and like
in Mystery Incorporated, his parents weren't they like well-to-do?
No, that's Daphne.
no, they both
No.
they all had
No.
well-to-do parents except for like
I thought
Velma.
Velma's parents owned a bookstore.
I thought
Fred's
Shaggy's parents were just normal parents who
No.
thought their son was
No,
a weird freak.
he lived in like this huge mansion.
All right, people in the comments, if you watch Scooby-Doo, let us know what were the backgrounds of these characters.
I got something for you.
Tell me.
You ever heard of Scooby-Doo Apocalypse?
Yes.
The new comic where Scooby...
Where they all are in the post-apocalyptic world trying to survive. I'm like,
Sounds awesome.
that works.
It is. Scooby can't actually talk. He has like a fucking robotic eye. Shaggy works for a large like lab corporation under Velma, and he's super fucking hipster. Fred and Daphne are news reporters, and they are in contact with Velma, so that's how the whole thing comes together.
Sounds really good, actually.
It is.
Yeah, he's the kid from Big Hero 6.
I always wanted them to do to actually go fucking do like the adult R8 like too much version where they literally are going after like slasher murderers and shit. But like
I believe that show is close
it's
to that.
like a
No.
it's like a
They were
combination.
still the villains in that show were still very their villains. Like they didn't.
They
there
had
was
guns
one
towards the end.
They had guns, and there was one villain that was trying to kill them. But like, for the most part,
want an Adult Swim version.
No. Why I want is it
Venture
Brothers.
No, why I want they were more to take off Jack Quest. But why
But
really
no, but they had
I know.
Scooby-Doo in there.
I really want a combination of Scooby-Doo and Supernatural.
No, because
Natural
it'll
do.
go on way too
Terrible.
long.
natural do.
Space Ghost Coast to Coast?
Yes.
They have some of the best cameos though. Like whenever Scooby Doo guys cameos, I'm like Giant Bravo.
Oh, they had an entire series after Scooby Doo Where Are You that was based. Every episode was nothing but cameos. The new Scooby Doo movies.
Yep.
They had episodes with Don Knotts, Barbara Streisand,
Batman,
John Adam West, Batman.
The Harlem Globetrotters.
That was recent. They made that with actually the guy who's been playing him in the live action movies, Matthew Lillard.
Really? Huh.
You know, he took over doing the voice of Shaggy in the animated stuff a couple years ago.
He legitimately, I love this character.
I feel really sorry. He actually showed up in the Looney Tunes movie apologizing for, the first Scooby-Doo movie to Scooby and Shaggy. Because, oddly enough, they made him look really stupid. I know they're Scooby and Shaggy, but in the original movie, they're they did fart or burp jokes all the time.
True.
They're even more cowardly than they normally are. Also, can we all agree that Scooby and Shaggy are the only ones in that group who do any actual work in catching the bag?
Yeah. Velma helps sometimes.
Success.
Traps.
But they never work.
Can we just take a few minutes set aside right here
Yes.
to talk about Fred's obsession
I'll accept
with
it.
traps?
I love how he
that
was
was the
sexually attracted to traps.
That was the best part of the
Mystery
Incorporated. They actually gave him more character name, really obsessed with traps.
Didn't he go to college for traps?
He went to conventions for traps.
trap conventions?
Yes, Trap
Yeah,
Con.
Trap Expo 6000. Okay, what sort of psychosis drives a young man to such obsession with Rube Goldberg machines?
Seeing your parents in BDSM.
Sounds like obsessive compulsion to me, personally.
We have that.
No,
But I
that's the
think
answer.
Base already took
That
it
is
from
the
me.
answer.
Some people collect stamps.
Other men just want to see people tied up.
Other men just want to make elaborate traps.
It's a long
We don't
time.
need to bring philatelists into this.
Was that the end of your Scooby-Doo section?
I suppose so.
Really?
I want everyone who watches Scooby-Doo to really take a minute to think, how much time do you guys spend making traps?
They skip
played-
over the trap making.
You see, I've been a
Let's take a
DM
while.
before, so I
mean,
could probably
who hasn't
tally that
here?
up.
Come on.
I could probably tally that up.
It's a good point. All right, well, moving on. I believe Tiefling has something he hasn't told me about. It's a moderate topic that might provide some good discussion.
For Christmas, I got 2 of the Star Wars Legends books.
Okay.
The Book of the Sith and the Path of the Jedi.
Okay.
You didn't decide which one you were going down.
No, but I got the Vault editions for both. So the Book of the Sith came in a
they
Sith
are.
holocron and opened up awesome, and then
Sounds
it raised out, and the Vault edition was one of the things you found in the library where it slid out. You press the thing.
Is that what those fucking are?
Yeah, they're amazing.
I believe holocrons.
I
Right?
think there's one for the.
There's one for the bounty hunters as well, but
Do
you want to be a bounty
I
hunter?
like me the lightsabers, good
Mandalorians.
sir.
Hey, bounty hunters are cool.
But
Yeah.
in each of the books, they are written as though they are compendiums of the writings of multiple great beings from either side of the Force.
Yeah.
With side margin notes from everybody and everything. You get to see the inner workings of Mace Windu, Yoda, Emperor Palpatine, Darth Vader, what they
It's
truly
got
believe
collected
about a whole bunch
religious
of this
manuscripts.
stuff.
Yeah.
Notes from Emperor Palpatine going to make the idiot live in the place where he got burned the fuck out. Fuck this guy.
List of senators to sodomize when they take
Well,
over.
actually, no. In the part of the Book of the Sith that's written by him, it's mostly about the ways that he hid his connection to the Force from the Jedi and actual pertinent information that he felt he needed to pass on. So
There you go.
it's more like a 2-part question.
Must not murder all Gungans. Must not murder all Gungans. We'll tip my hand if I
Actually,
murder all the Gungans.
That brings a question to my mind. How could he keep increasing his power while constantly suppressing it?
He writes about it. I didn't read it yet. I'm reading the book chronologically.
He has a 2-part question, please. After building that, what is it, sir?
Where would you see yourself truly falling on your use of the Force, and what would you try to pass on to your apprentice?
This
Gray.
is stupid.
Gray and the ability to use the dark side of the
Gray
Force
don't
without
matter.
falling.
The gray don't matter. Hey, man. I'm sorry.
Actually,
they don't. In the grand scheme of things, the Grey don't matter.
What are you talking about? Mace Windu was a Grey.
Bullshit. And you know that.
No, he very much wasn't a Grey. And he was very vehemently against the use of the dark side of the Force.
Here's what a Sith are stupid.
His form allowed it into his body and channeled it back out against his opponent. He himself felt very asserted that he was never going to use any dark side from within him.
He was like the Rock Lee of the Jedi.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Almost no talent with the Force, but just...
He just do it. He just beat the shit out of people.
He did. He's Sam Jackson.
He's no Legends Luke Skywalker, but he was pretty up there.
He was their goon.
Before you answer the question, though, why are the Sith stupid?
Sith are stupid because essentially to succeed as a Sith, you have to live in utter misery.
Or turn yourself into a sociopath.
Or be a sociopath.
You'll be fine.
But here's the thing, even if you literally, like, especially in the extended universe, literally no matter what you're trying to get power for, you will eventually destroy that because that's all the dark side does. Like, look at Darth Cadmus. I hate the way they did the character, but the entire reason the guy went to the dark side was to try to save his family. What he ended up doing, trying to kill his family afterwards. It's just...
That's bad writing.
Vader, same thing. Like,
Darth Cadmus was written
who ends up happy?
Well, I guess
the Emperor was happy for a while.
No one ends up happy.
No one ends up happy.
The Emperor was very, very happy for
Everything's
a while.
transient.
All right, all feelings are transient. I agree with that. But hey, like
reeling it back into the question.
the best possible like outcome for shooting the Sith side is your Emperor Palpatine, and most likely you're not Emperor Palpatine.
Reeling it back in though, it was
pretty happy for a while.
Darth Bane was just mad.
Yeah, he was insane.
He was very insane, but interesting. All right, Clockwork. Okay, tell me. What was the question again?
Where do you see yourself falling?
All right, what path would you go down, and what would you try to pass on, I guess? I know it's a kind of a deep question, but...
I told you it was deep.
Honestly, I would just use the tiniest amount of the dark side, and that's it.
Oh, what?
I wouldn't bother with being a Grey. I would just, take a very cynical approach to living in that sort of universe, and just realize that the safest, way to assure survival is, with, some generally harmless manipulation.
I know where you're going. So you're going with like normal like dark guy stuff where you're just like, I don't want to have to work or do anything, so I need my dark side to help me out with that. But I don't want to like try to conquer the world or like destroy everyone I know or some shit. So I just gotta be like, hey you, give me that money. Goodbye.
All right, just the slightest amount of evil.
What would you try to pass on, basically, to any apprentice?
If you had an apprentice, yeah.
Help who you can. Fuck who you have to.
All right, I like it. Tiefling, what were you thinking? I'm sure you thought of something already.
I feel like the ideal path for me to follow is definitely the path of Revan.
Okay.
Just
it's pretty dark.
Do what
it's
I
not
have
really
to
an answer because when you play that game, Revan could go down either path.
It's like Eden of the East.
Do what I have to do to try to ensure the safety of those who I love. Basically.
So you go to light side, because if you go down the dark side, you murder those that you love.
Not necessarily.
Well, if you're selfish,
such as
multiple timelines.
No, such as who?
Using it's not. It is using both together for a fuller understanding.
Hey, it's interesting. What would you think, Troy? What path would you go down and pass on?
What?
Just grab it onto the big balls.
Just look at this pig.
Nice pig.
Yeah.
I would go down light side. Like dark side doesn't really offer anything in the long run. Really, like if to be at all good in the dark side, you need to do horrendously horrible things and subject yourself to abject misery.
Troll.
And most likely, you're not going to be the most powerful badass guy in the dark side. So you'll just be killed by someone better than you.
Don't you want ultimate power though? Ultimate power.
But if you're a shitty Jedi, other Jedi aren't going to just randomly murder you.
Ultimate power and paranoia versus painfully dull stoicism.
You don't have to.
I don't agree with the tenets of the.
I'm going with New Jedi Order on this one. Hey, I will teach you how to be a Jedi, but go out and live your life. I'm sorry, I love the extended universe.
If I could choose an era to live in, it would definitely be post-Empire.
Yeah.
Luke's Jedi Academy, please.
A little more liberal on what you can do.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
back during the time of Yoda and Mace Windu, fuck those guys.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't like Yoda.
Yeah, Luke's going like, all this shit didn't work.
It's like, you can't love. You can't have a romantic relationship. Why not?
Look at what happened to my papa.
Look at what happened to my daddy.
Also, the whole boring bullshit thing that only came in the prequels, and the prequels sucked. Before that, the only thing you knew about Jedi is that they were awesome.
It's true.
And then as they added more and more to the ancient Jedi, they were kind of.
The more and more they took away.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah,
It's like what were Jedi? Jedi were these awesome guys who used bitchin' swords and fought evil. That sounds awesome. Who are Jedi? They're these kind of like guys who are droned on about like non-interference and peace and not doing anything, not living life. Well, that sucks.
They came from pyramids off different worlds onto this singular planet.
The pyramids were mostly Sith.
Yes, that's true.
The pyramids were.
I thought everyone was transported to this singular planet from like these pyramids.
No.
Dude, for all we know, he's probably
No,
right.
it's Dutch propaganda.
He's probably right from some book.
He's probably right.
Trying to know the background.
I literally just got the backgrounds of the Sith and Jedi. For Christmas, that's what I was originally saying. Don't cut me off on my own topic.
Dude. There are Star Wars novels where Luke and Leia end up together.
You ever wonder why they don't have mechs in Star Wars?
They do.
Doesn't it seem like...
They do have.
No.
They have mechs. Not like to the same degree as in like Japanese anime, but they do have similar things.
Like, you think they could like make a gun that can destroy a planet? They'd be able to make like a power armor?
They do. They have stuff like that. It's not used very often, but it's there.
You guys decide like cost versus like
When you're fighting
utilities,
dudes
like,
with
do you
space
want,
magic.
Like, do you want to have like
Well,
one?
how much does a lightsaber cost?
Yeah, but here's
Nothing.
nothing.
If you're a Jedi.
But here's the thing, like you.
Yeah, the people pay for it. Taxes.
No, you just find a material.
It's like police uniforms.
You take it from people.
But here's the thing, you can either like put like a stormtrooper, you can either like train someone really well and put them in like this badass mech suit, or you can use the same amount of energy, gain like 5,000 stormtroopers,
He's not wrong.
and just throw it at things.
Cool versus practicality. Oddly enough, in Star Wars, you go for more guys. But, moving on. Troll, what's your topic for this evening?
Last week I beat the Batman Telltale game.
What happened?
Spoilers. Spoilers are going to be coming. It's a very, very weird version of Batman. Some of it I really didn't like.
Hey, it's not the worst version of Batman for a while.
That's not really saying much.
Did you go full Batman v Superman?
No.
Please tell me.
It's very, very weird. First of all, the entire story hinges on the fact that Bruce Wayne's father
Bad guy.
was a really evil guy.
I know about that.
That's really fucking weird.
That's really weird. And
But not the worst thing I've ever heard.
here's the thing, though. It's max of like a lot of the schlock Batman stories have to deal with fucking with his origin. Like they'll be like Batman hates rock and roll because his father said something bad about rock. It exists.
It does exist.
Because his father said something bad about rock and roll before they died, or Batman hates
Jazz.
or something. The Dutch.
We don't talk about Batman jazz.
Or shit like that. Like, they
Stupid
just
stuff.
try to add into Batman's backstory, and it's usually is where you get shit. And this is, I think, one of them. Like, was it really necessary to fuck with Batman's origins in order to do this? It was really weird, because it's the whole basis of the thing. That's why the main villain hates Bruce Wayne. Because Bruce Wayne's father was sending normal, non-insane people to Arkham so he can take their shit. And it's like and he did one of the things that he did too was for the Cobblepots, and like, how do you think his father got his land to build his like Wayne Tower? I'm like, I was just assuming that he used his epic fuck ton of money to buy it. Ancient Wayne family's been around forever.
They
founded Gotham
used
City.
the Wayne money.
The Gotham money.
And they always
drank your milkshake.
yes. Yeah, they always kept with the whole like that and they try to connect it with like Mayor Hill and Carmen Falcone. They like three work together, like take over Gotham.
It's dark.
And like the other two like had like Bruce's parents killed. So all of that's really fucking weird. But then there's other things that like even that by itself that can make it into like an interesting story. But some of the other changes. Okay, the Penguin is a tall, thin, traditionally handsome dude. The Penguin.
You know the short, fat, ugly as fuck dude?
Yeah, the
Looks like a
Penguin
penguin.
is a tall, thin, traditionally handsome dude.
All right.
Well, they're obviously fans of Gotham.
I was about to say, yeah, Gotham version.
Yeah, and he somehow erases his criminal past, and when shit comes out of what Bruce's father did, he somehow gets control of his company as new CEO for reasons. It's a bad, like, certain parts of the story are just really badly fucking told.
Plot holes.
Yeah.
Slightly.
And, like, there's a whole thing with Two-Face. Two-Face gets made in because there's this one decision, I don't know what the other one was, like, help Two-Face, who is huge. He's, like, twice the size of Bruce Wayne. He's, like, this tall, linebacker, motherfucker. Help him defend off tall, thin, traditionally handsome Penguin who's trying to, like, drop a light on him.
Interesting.
Or save Catwoman from being shot by several people. So I'm like, well, I'm going to save Catwoman. Then he drops the light on and it completely Two-Faces the side of his face. It's like a spotlight. Just I'm like,
That's not how that would work.
He
but
just died.
okay. But then the really
Thomas.
weird thing, you find out who the main villain is. The main villain is this chick called Lady Arkham, who is behind Penguin, who has like this weird cult of people going out and attack Gotham, as you do.
Yes.
Lady Arkham is Vicky Vale.
What?
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 Random.
What?
I could not make that up.
Huh.
Lady Arkham is Vicky Vale.
It's okay.
What?
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 I'll live with it. You know, and hey, it's the most interesting thing they've ever done.
Like Vicky Vale's in the series as Vicky Vale for a point. Then she basically has Scarecrow's drug, where she ejects people with it, and like they go crazy and can't stop their impulses. So she uses that on Bruce, and then to get him to beat the shit out of Penguin, because Penguin just took his company, he was being a dick to him, he was about to give a speech, so then she jabs Bruce with it, beats the shit out of Penguin. Whatever.
What?
So then Vicky Vale, you find out like her real name is Vicky Arkham.
This is a dumb Batman universe.
Sounds pretty dumb, yeah.
It is very dumb. And their version of Batman is really kind of weak. Like, they do the version that's, like, kind of on par with Catwoman, and Catwoman's just kind of like a thief who can fight okay.
So, like...
Instead of, like, you know, I beat up Kryptonians.
I have to ask, is this early in Batman's career?
Yeah, I think it is, because Count Falcone is still around, Two-Face just got made.
Okay.
They run to the Joker. Okay.
Okay.
At one point, after Batman beats up Penguin because he was drugged, obviously he was drugged, he gets sent to Arkham Asylum.
Yes.
Because, you know, that makes sense.
Of course.
You know,
Sure.
CEO of Bruce Wayne, sent to Arkham Asylum. There he runs into John Doe, because they don't know his name, and he's the Joker.
Of course.
And he's a model. He is a model inmate who tries to help. Who tries to help Bruce. He seems to know about the whole Lady Arkham thing, and he decides to try to help Bruce
Okay.
get out. And the way he tries to help Bruce get out is that Zaz is there. Zaz is just there. He's just saying the general population, like, entertainment room. Zaz.
What?
people.
What?
Yeah.
You know the guy that just murders people and
Yeah. And
scars
literally-
himself for...
And so,
Dude, have you ever been in a psych ward? You'd be amazed what a person can turn into with enough lithium.
So Joker, no, he's not on any drugs. Joker is there.
No, I'd assume that they just meant they put Zaz in general population.
That's
No
what they
drugs.
did.
He's supposed to be in a
Put
straitjacket in a room somewhere.
So the Joker says the way he's going to help Bruce is that he's going to cause a distraction. So Bruce can go make a phone call to get Alfred to come pick him up. Whether or not you decide to go with distraction, Alfred comes pick you up. So whether or not you decide to let what Joker start go down or where you try to stop it, same shit happens. And how he does that is he walks up to Zaz and he just cuts him. He's like, I always wondered what happened if there was a mark on your skin before you killed someone. Cuts him. So, of course, Zads go crazy and tries to murder anyone he can.
All right.
So the tally mark.
So the tally mark makes sense. And then Bruce, the way I do, I'm like, I'm Batman. So Bruce, like, runs over to try to, like, save him. And the two fight. Bruce gets his ass kicked, because, of course, he gets his ass kicked. Well, he's still kind of drunk on it, but... There's that. There's this whole thing. And there's this whole thing where one of the major problems is that Penguin's, like, trying to get control of, like, his computer. And the problem is all of his tech is linked to this computer. And when I mean all of his tech, I mean all of his tech. His car, his fucking grapple doesn't work because of the weird computer.
How would a grapple not work in your computer?
Like, it's...
Auto-targeting.
No.
Hey, you can... But there's like...
Why
It's a
you don't
makeshift...
put all your eggs in one basket?
There is a bat basket.
It's the
Like
bat
Vicky-
basket is working out pretty fucking good for him right now.
Like, Vicky Vale
Let's
is...
see what happens to the bad eggs.
Yeah, Vicky
bad
Vale
eggs.
is like on... Like, Vicky Vale's character is on par with them. The only backstory we give her is that she was abused as a foster child. And she's, like, on par with Batman. The only reason we're giving that to her is that she has, like, covered boots and, like, a staff that, like, shoots force shit.
Wait, what is she?
She's called... Vicky Vale. She's called, like, Lady Arkham. That's what she calls herself. She just has a mask and
What's
shit.
her plan?
She wants to... Okay, at first she wants to use this drug that, like, basically gets rid of your inhibitions. And she wants to drug shit ton of the city with it. Batman stops that.
Yeah.
Her next plan is to, like, just send, like, her people out to bomb random shit. Because Gotham must punish for
That's
happens
what
with
people in
Batman.
Gotham do. You know, you
Yeah.
get enough money and
But
blow shit up.
her last option is to release all the inmates in Arkham. At this point in time, Arkham Asylum is just kind of like an asylum. It's got like one or two really bad people, but for the most part, it's just kind of an asylum. Like, the police really show up and kind of stop it. Without Batman doing much. Batman's just like, hey cops, this lady's going to try to release all the people in Arkham Asylum. They're like, okay. They show up. Batman fights like a few people. Batman stops like the orderlies and shit from getting killed. That's about it. And then he fights Vicky Vale, who hates Bruce Wayne.
What?
And she's like on par with him. Like, the only reason they give is that Batman's using like an older version of his suit that doesn't have any of his tech.
Why would you fight Kim
Okay.
Basinger?
But they're fight.
But you mean like one of the best martial artists on the planet
Yeah.
is on
Fighting
with
Vicky
And
Vale.
she's on par with him. The only reason I give that is that she has like these hover boots and she has like a staff that can shoot like force
It
things.
equals Batman.
And Batman's having the hardest fucking time fighting this shit. She has like Rube Goldberg fucking shit set up to like attack him.
Again,
It was a
traps.
And like a lot of the gameplay of this is weird because a lot of time you'll like actually make like the little everything is just like quick time events basically.
It's a Telltale game.
And like half the time when you do the quick time event, there's no difference in what happens when you fail, which just pissed me off because everyone's like, "Fuck! I know I could have done that. Reload this chapter. Go do it. I actually do it. Same fucking thing happens." But the two of them fight, and then she's like, she has Alfred kidnapped. She's like, "I'm going to kill Alfred unless you bring me Bruce Wayne." So Batman's like, "Yeah, fuck it." She takes off his mask. Like, you get an option to do it or not. But I'm like, I'm not going to let Alfred die. He's Alfred. So Batman takes off his mask and she loses. It's like, no, there's no way Bruce Wayne could be the type of person Batman is because she's like his parents was a horrible person, so of course he's going to be a horrible person.
Of course.
And then she like comes to herself, it's like, oh no, I know what it is. You become Batman so you can beat up and hurt people. Like, okay, and you got an option to like scare people and get them to tell me what you want, or just fucking mangle people. And tell them what you want. So I chose the scare option the entire time. So she really has no reason to say that, but she's just crazy, and they fight, and then like rocks falls, she dies.
So winding down,
Wait,
Joel,
she died?
what are your thoughts about
Yeah,
that
she
Telltale Batman game?
If there was-
the synopsis.
Yes.
If there was any property that would get me interested in the Telltale games, it was Batman. And I was interested enough to buy the whole thing. Like, you know what? I'm going to try it. I'm going to try Telltale once.
Okay. So mad.
It's not good.
This is like it's their worst game.
It sounds frustrating.
one of the
Moral
most-
of the story: Telltale, get your shit together.
Like, you fucked up making a Batman game. You fucked up making a Batman, like, all you
Made
had to
Batman
do,
not fun.
all you had to do was do a good Batman story. You fucked that up somehow. And then at the very end, like, Joker is out, but
Before you totally give up on Telltale, I heard Wolf Among Us. And I know you like werewolves. That might be one you might like. That's one they seem to think. is
I'm
really
not a
good.
big fan of the whole,
Fable
what's that
comics.
series? Fable comics, because I find, like, it's one of the things where some of the logic in it gets me. It's like, as the more like well known your fable is, the more powerful you are, but you don't have to act at all like you're supposed to in your fable at all. Like for some reason, like Goldilocks was survived several things because her fable was so well known, but she didn't act. But she was evil villain. She didn't act like Goldilocks at all. So I'm like, wait, what?
I think you should try it. I've played it.
Goldilocks is totally a villain.
Give it a shot. And to be fair, The Walking Dead.
But she was also sleeping. But she was also sleeping with Baby Bear.
What?
You know what? Let's move along. I don't know what I like that image is. Base, I'm sure you've had some thoughts. Really, would you like to contribute? Well, what's a question you'd like to pose and talk off camera?
The reason I don't think that the Batman Telltale game was so good is because all their eggs kind of went into the Walking Dead Season 3.
Yes.
All their bad eggs went into Walking Dead Season 3.
The Walking Dead Telltale games are pretty good. I played it.
And probably another Minecraft one coming out soon.
Okay. They got the Batman license.
Yeah, and it's Telltale.
No. You got the Batman license. You can print money if you have Batman license.
You know what else prints money? King's Quest.
Shut up.
And Game of Thrones. They got that too.
Yeah, but you can print money with the Batman license. That should have at least required you to put someone worthwhile on your fucking Batman.
To be fair, Troll's right because you're right. Game of Thrones, Walking Dead, big properties now. Batman's going to be around long after.
Batman's been around for 75 years.
Good point.
And he's the most popular comic book character of all time, pretty much.
Superman. I think he's the most recognizable.
Yeah.
Him and Superman.
I think he's a little
like that's
more
something.
recognizable.
Like when you get the Batman license, you put money in that because you'll get all your money back.
It's true. But basically, people do the whole "this is Spider-Man" with like the Superman logo with idiots.
True.
When you wear the Batman logo, people are like, "Oh yeah, fucking Batman."
Base, did you have any actual topic you want to contribute?
Even shitty Batman characters get their.
I do, but I'll go after you.
I don't have one.
Oh, you don't.
I'm
You
just
don't.
host, man.
You don't have
That's
one.
why you're gonna take my seat.
Oh, well then.
Yeah.
You don't know yet.
He's gonna take your shit.
You don't know yet.
Please be Merlin for the rest of this time.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Merlin Reviews.
Merlin reviews what?
Your tone of
Merlin
voice.
Reviews Christmas with the Cranks.
Oh God! Hey, we can watch it sometimes.
All
It's
right.
terrible.
Okay, we'll talk about the Kronks first and then the Cranks. So I feel like Patrick Warburton really found himself in Christmas with the Kronks.
All right. As much as I'd love to see that Disney spinoff, Base, you got something for me.
That kind of makes me wonder what kind of family life Kronk came from.
I did
In
have
all
something.
honesty.
The year is coming to a close. Do you play video games often?
No, not anymore.
No, not anymore.
Yes.
No shit.
More
Especially
than
after I told him what happened in that Telltale game.
The year is coming to a close. All the big AAA titles are out by now, and I was wondering what have been your favorite moments in gaming this year.
the answer is Final Fantasy 15.
Well, yes, the answer is Final Fantasy 15, but there are people out there who are wrong, so let them voice their opinions and then tell them they're wrong. What? Final Fantasy 4?
That's a little late.
Fallout 4.
Oh, Fallout 4.
I had a lot of fun with Fallout 4.
Fallout 4.
Yeah, that was a good game.
I
No
gotta
Final
say-
Fantasy 15.
I gotta say, out of all the new games I played, I played a fuck ton of Overwatch.
Overwatch is a constant you go back to for some fun gameplay.
And then the community gets really mad when Tracer's a lesbian.
Yeah.
When you should be getting mad that you're not on the point and losing the game.
But I do like where you're going with this troll. Favorite moment in gaming this year.
I guess
It's not the Telltale Batman game.
no. Oddly enough, for Christmas, my family got me the Arkham Redux, which was Arkham Asylum, Arkham City on PlayStation 4. So I had planned on trying to beat Final Fantasy 15 before Persona 5 came out, but now
You want your Arkham Knight back?
gonna do like a weird side one, that one. But yeah, I guess Overwatch. Like I had a lot of fun with Overwatch. I played like a lot of games this year, man. Like I played Fallout 4. I played the fuck out of Fallout 4 for I just fell into that game for a while.
So
Mods
rich,
are out
it's like
for
a
it, so you can go
chocolate
back in.
cake.
I know.
All that.
Hell, I played the fuck out of Skyrim when it came out, just so I can play with mods. I'm like, yes, I can do so much more cool werewolf stuff, yay! But like, literally, there's a bunch of games that came out, and I played the fuck out, and Overwatch is the one I keep going back to, possibly because they keep putting out new skins on that one. But still,
All right, so Overwatch for troll. I like the sound of that. Let's go over to Tiefling. Favorite gaming moment, or I guess / game for the year?
Final Fantasy 15.
Okay, give me some
I'll
reasons.
play the fuck out of that.
It gave me hope for the series' future. They actually made a good-ass game.
It took a while.
Yeah. It took them a long time. But the first time you summon anything in that game,
Jesus Christ.
the summons in that game are like the best.
I wish it was a little bit more reliable how they came out.
Yeah.
Look. I was losing in like the toughest dungeon in the game, and apparently you can just do summons from inside places. So
Some of them. Rama, I think, is...
yeah,
Rama's the first one.
Rama just throws his staff into the
I love how you
fucking
look up at
tower.
the sky, and then it peers up to above the dungeon where Rama is, and then him like Zeus. It's like fuck everything down there.
That game
What about your friends? They don't
has
matter
given me-
anymore.
has
I still
given
haven't
me
summoned
more
Titan
hope
yet.
for the Final Fantasy remake. I hope the gameplay is
Final Fantasy VII remake.
the Final Fantasy 7
No,
remake.
he's right. The Final Fantasy VII.
The Final Fantasy remake.
The Final Fantasy remake with the combat system being as good as it is in this game. I am okay with them changing it.
The combat system is just kind of okay.
I like it.
Like, there's plenty of times when it works, it's awesome. When it doesn't, it's like, get off the tree! I can't see anything! What the fuck is going on? And the magic sucks.
Oh, yeah, the magic's
The
terrible.
magic is
Which is-
terrible.
I just see the magic look very limited from what you showed me, Troll.
Yeah.
And it's friendly fire. And it's only in giant like area effect, and it's friendly fire. So you're just going to nail all your friends with it.
Not to
too.
mention, you can put fucking kill casts on your spells.
Yeah. And stop cast.
Yep.
All right.
So
The magic is
I
the
knew it was
best, but the
stop cast
magic
already.
will be different for the remake.
It
So
would have to be.
All right.
it's legitimately going to be like the same way.
Oh, I know. I know, good Sir Clockwork. I've not forgot me. I think I know your answer, but what is it, sir?
I already answered the question.
Give me some more reasons, though. Why is
Fallout
Fallout?
4, it was just... I love Fallout so much. I have spent probably months of my life going through the, what is it now, 5 games? No, 6. The 6 Fallout games.
Console or PC?
All.
Oh,
Question.
okay.
The first time you went through Fallout 4, Brotherhood, Railroad, Minutemen, or
Institute.
None. I always just go for myself in the first one.
Huh?
Like,
Smart man.
I'm a very impatient person, so I end up killing a lot of people my first playthrough of Fallout and just, getting the answers that I want without really, going through everything in the storyline.
Let me ask you, how much of Maxim's shit did you put up with?
None.
what was Maxim again?
The Brotherhood of Steel guy.
Yeah.
The asshole that hates people
That
for
asshole.
no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The one who makes you kill the entire base full of
Yeah,
super
no,
mutants
I
right next door.
killed almost everyone in the Brotherhood of Steel my first playthrough. I usually do. I really don't like their philosophy. I understand it, but I really don't agree with it.
Well, when you do the railroad mission, I kind of like... On one hand, I kind of like where you go and destroy their Zeppelin. On the other hand, I'm like, there are these 2 kids. Can I just kidnap these 2 kids so they
There
don't
are
explode?
4 kids on that.
There are 4 kids on that one, and they die horribly.
I killed the fuck out of this. Also, I was really sad that I think her name's Glory. She dies if you do the railroad.
Yeah, that was kind of a drag.
I liked her. She was cool.
I think the best possible outcome for the Commonwealth would probably be the Minutemen. Like the railroad working with the Minutemen ending.
Yeah. I like the fact that I was able
The
to.
best possible option for humanity is no.
The possible options where you can get the Minutemen, the Railroad, and the Brotherhood of Steel to work together to fuck over the
And
Institute.
then you blow up the Brotherhood of Steel because racist fascists have no place in my world.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, I have a question. This has been rather horrible year, I think we can all agree.
Pretty bad.
Wait,
Yeah.
before we go there, I just want to bring up Final Fantasy 15 is currently contending for my favorite Final Fantasy spot.
Okay.
It is.
And
it's a very, very.
And
good game.
my favorite moment in gaming this year might have to be Pokemon Sun and Moon.
Any particular reason?
Just because they change so much of the formula, but they do it so well. Like
They give you a reason to fill out the Pokedex. They give you
a reason to actually hunt shinies. They give you a world-ending scenario that nobody saw coming.
Yeah, nobody saw coming. The story was bad.
Fuck you.
There's no urgency in anyone's actions.
There
it's a
is,
bad
though.
story. No, there isn't.
And they bring back a lot of characters that you haven't seen in
Yeah.
years,
Yeah, I know.
showing that a lot of them have grown up since Red.
Up to a point. And then after that point in Final Fantasy 15, everyone just has to
Alright,
do
back
the
to
shit.
Clockwork.
All right.
Well, yeah.
We all agree that it's been a terrible year. 2016 is just...
Kind of bad, yeah.
It almost took Carrie Fisher from us. Of course it was a terrible
It took
year.
David Bowie. It took a lot.
Okay. My question I put to all of you. What was the worst thing that happened this year?
Trump got elected.
Okay, there's your answer. No one else can repeat that.
Because everyone wants that.
End of discussion?
No, maybe there's something else.
No.
Pick someone's death. A lot of good people died this year.
yeah.
Yeah, but you know what else died? The death of democracy. When Trump got elected.
That was as much Democrats' fault as Republicans.
Yeah.
And it's also happened at least 4 notable times in the past.
Yes,
100
that's a
years.
7%. That's a 7% failure chance in the electoral college. There's no reason for this. You wouldn't want to.
You can't pick mine. Pick a different one.
Look.
I pick the death of... I'm going to go with the death of Alan Rickman.
There's no bad answers to that because we lost so many good people.
It's unfortunate.
We
but
lost
it's true.
Alan Rickman. We lost David Bowie.
Can I go with the continued death of Leonard Nimoy?
Honestly, I'm still sad about it. I'm still sad about it, but that was 2014.
I know it was, but it's
Well,
still terrible.
Who's gonna play Xehanort now in Kingdom
Honestly,
Hearts?
don't want to get too off topic, but Nimoy I'm still sad about, but Robin Williams, I still think it's too soon to joke about that.
Fucking God.
People
It
making
just-
jokes about that shit need to...
It's just not right. But 2016 though, I don't know. Base, you got anything else? I mean, Alan Rickman's pretty bad.
It kind of branches off of his, but the extreme divide that has become increasingly apparent in our country and will surely become a struggle point in war with Korea at some point.
War with Korea. Yeah.
War with Korea, Russia.
Hey, the political comedians are going to have some really good material coming up soon, and we're all going to have to get to live through like the fun of the Cold War, like our parents did.
It's true. Got anything else, Tiefling? Continued death of Leonard Nimoy is pretty good.
Hey, what about your answer?
You didn't answer the question yet.
I asked it.
You get to answer it. I'm the host, man. I don't have to say anything.
Alright, fine. I say the clowns.
The state college clowns.
For whatever reason, whether it was, a media-spun, just panic-inducing, stupid propaganda bomb,
It started.
or if it was actually, like, people running around terrorizing other people dressed as clowns.
There were people doing that.
Either
Yes.
way.
The reason it
These are
started, though, is because of support for the new It movie.
That was not how it started.
No, it
You're
started
wrong.
all the way back in like 1979.
It doesn't
No, it started in
matter.
Paris.
The problem is, we had people running around terrorizing other people dressed as clowns.
It's a
That should never happen
I got
again.
it.
That gave me the.
I got something to Trump.
I'm not even afraid of clowns. I just have a problem with people running around dressed as clowns.
That gave me that the election made me.
Should be.
That
I am.
Clockwork. That the election made me think that we were living a really, really shitty version of the DC universe.
Right? Like one where they still, yet to put in the superhero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we got
there's
we got killer
superheroes.
clowns running around.
They
and
took
we
out
got,
the main superhero this year, and R.I.P. my nigga Harambe.
Right.
Actually, not
What
to.
about Muhammad Ali?
Oh my God, I remember watching his funeral and actually crying because I used to look up to him as a hero, and he's the reason I got into boxing in the first place.
Well,
I like to think there is some higher power, and they're just taking all the good people before Trump's election really starts.
I don't. I'll be honest. I agree with you guys. 2016 has been kind of a crappy year, and I will.
election, but
I'll
opinion or something.
branch off of it a little bit. I think part of the reason why 2016 was such a crappy year is because it kind of bled off the end of 2015 with all the heightened racial tensions and people getting shot down in Georgia. Yeah. That kind of bled over into problems early in the year, and just it's nonstop. It's been a very negative year, but I will try to make it a little lighter and say that, unfortunately, maybe it's all kind of aligned, because there were a lot of movies I was looking forward to this year, and a lot of them were crap. A lot of them were really disappointing. So
Doctor Strange was not.
I'm not saying they all were, but there were some movies I was really looking forward to that weren't very good.
Yeah. Collateral Beauty. That was.
You were looking forward to Collateral Beauty.
Christmas with the Kronks.
Well, when I heard about it,
you poor bastard. You're looking forward to Collateral Beauty?
No, because I thought it was a really interesting concept.
Honestly, it's nothing like what is advertised as. It's pretty horrible.
It's just people are assholes. The movie.
Yeah, actually, that's what it is.
What about Passengers?
I didn't see Passengers yet.
I haven't seen Passengers yet.
And we're gonna go see Passengers.
Yeah, we should go see
All right.
Fences with
I know.
Denzel.
Come on, let's go.
I know the twist in Passengers. It should have been a horror movie. Like, it should have been like a suspenseful horror movie,
It
not
looks
a romance.
like a suspenseful horror movie.
It's a Deftones song.
No,
Okay.
I'll
it's
be
a
your
romance.
passenger.
I want to leave. I want to leave out on this.
Okay.
Do you remember the name of Sailor Mars? I can't remember it off the top of my head.
Like, I think
Crap.
the
Put me
original
on the
script
spot.
was supposed to be like
Ray.
Ray?
Yeah, Ray.
John's one of his alternate names is the exact name of Sailor Mars.
Mm-hmm.
Batman knows exactly who he is. That's a throwaway. So the only real logical answer is that Batman reads Sailor Moon.
I could believe it. Why wouldn't he?
In what?
Also, that they exist in the same universe.
Batman reads Sailor Moon in comic continuity.
Like, where did you get this
Dude,
information?
Batman's a geek. He really is. He's really like awesome in physical. He loves Sherlock Holmes. He loves mystery novels, and he loves like swashbuckling tales.
Not just that. Think of this.
And Grey Ghost.
Grey Ghost.
All of Sailor Moon could have taken place during the time that Martian Manhunter left the Justice League. During Justice League Unlimited.
So you're saying that's not. So you're saying that's not a like false identity, that he was actually Sailor Mars.
No. I'm saying that Sailor Mars, that whole thing was a false identity. That was all just him.
Yeah.
Just like Killing Time.
He's
like
actually
when he didn't
Sailor
want
Mars.
Yeah, he stopped hanging out with the Justice League and was just like, hey, I'm gonna go hang out with some Japanese chicks.
I'm okay with that.
Makes sense.
That's literally one of the best fan theories I've ever heard.
We need a Martian Manhunter movie.
We do.
We do.
He's got a show,
Who
sort
can play
of.
Martian Manhunter?
Idris Elba.
Actually, he could. Honestly, pretty much any.
Forrest
All right.
Whitaker.
No.
I don't know this. I don't know this actor's name, but have any of you seen the Constantine movie?
Yeah.
Yes.
You know the guy who played Papa Midnight.
Jimon Hansu.
Yeah.
He can play Martian Manhunter.
Jimon Hansu. That's known as the gladiator
You
guy.
can do it.
He's got the right body shape for it. He's got the deep, kind of, whispery voice.
Yeah, but I don't think he has the actual
Acting talent.
Yeah, no.
He kind of just plays the same character every time.
You need an Ian McKellen level wizard type guy to really pull off a Martian. Yeah, a Martian mysticism.
Interesting. Well,
I'll stick with my answer.
Idris Elba's a good choice.
He's gonna play Roland.
No joke. I'm trying to think of someone who's not Idris Elba.
Actually, the
Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel could.
He's not black enough.
He's not.
Who said Martian Manhunter has to be black?
Comics.
I'm sorry. The Justice League animated series.
All right.
He's black now.
He was Asian.
Look, what he.
The fan theory aside, he was disguising himself as an Asian man in a very happy relationship.
Yes.
What's the guy's
But
name?
ever since Carl Lumbly played him, he's been black.
Well, what was the black guy from the Pacific Rim? I can't remember his name.
Idris Elba.
Idris Elba.
Cancel the apocalypse.
Hey, guess what?
Wait, no, Chris Rock.
No, guys.
Is other roles that
I forget
Chris
this
Rock
guy's
played,
name, but the guy, he was in The Wire. He was in
Oh, that guy.
you know that the guy with the the really
Scarface.
Idris Elba.
no not not Idris Elba, the
I know who
guy
you're
no
talking
the
about.
police captain guy. He plays a police captain and everything. He was in
Yeah, I know exactly who you're
God,
talking
I wish I knew his name. Shit, I'll put it in the comments. He's a really good actor. He's always a cop, but he would
He's
be
a very
perfect
tall,
for
extremely
very tall,
skinned,
that guy.
lizard-looking guy.
But he's got the big eyes.
But Martian Manhunter was a cop on his home planet, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
It would work. But that guy.
Merlin.
Yes.
Cast the Bat Family. All of it.
We don't.
That could be a podcast in
don't
itself.
have time for
We have been
That's
running.
next
It's,
one.
it's almost an hour, dude. This is a
That's
long
next
cast.
podcast.
But no, literally, any final thoughts before we wrap up? Before we say goodbye? A lot of good discussion.
Yes.
You always. That's a reference to the Ghost Dog cast. Any final thoughts? Yes. And let's dick move. Okay, Tiefling.
I hope
The time's up.
2017 doesn't suck this much.
2017. Well, Twin Peaks comes back. That's good.
Oh, yeah. Hooray.
Hey,
Oh, wait, back to Scooby Doo.
no, your time
There's
is
a 2018. In 2018, there's a movie coming out called Scoob, and Dax Shepard.
Scoob. Scoob.
It's going to be 3D animated, and Dax Shepard is executive producing it. And I'm very interested to see that.
It's not a Scooby-Doo movie.
I'm going to punch you in the nose.
All right, Troy.
Speaking of which, was anyone really disappointed when the movie The Martian came out and it was not about the Martian Manhunter?
That should have been the after credit sequence. And by the way, I'm here.
Yeah, you should have been saved by Martian Manhunter. at the end.
What if Matt Damon just like
Or
turns
the
into
fact
Martian
that
Manhunter?
Matt Damon was a space pirate in 2 movies that came out that year.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
D-
So, there's this new trailer out, with the kid that's running along space and shooting the platforms. I thought you cut it already.
No, I didn't.
Bye.
We're
Go
still-
away.
Will,
Thank you,
final
everybody.
thoughts.
See ya.
Will, your final thoughts?
Beta Ray Bill for Thor Ragnarok. Beta Ray, I just want it. I want it. He is my favorite iteration of Thor, and I want it.
He's not
That
Thor.
iteration of
Shut
Thor.
up! He's got a hammer that is an axe at the end. I don't care. He's just my favorite character.
Because he's a horse.
Yeah,
He's a horse guy.
Him and Moon Knight. I need them in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Give it time.
I need the Hulk to run into the Guardians of the Galaxy. I want him to be the only one they know.
They are
I want
going
him to
to-
be the only superhero from Earth that they know.
All right.
Oh, they are going to Sakaar and Ragnarok.
Cool.
All right. Well, guys, I'm going to end it, and we'll say goodbye. Nice shot of Base's pits there.